what will the weather be? This ridge of high pressure is certainly going to make headlines with millions of us well above average in the temperature department. But what about Christmas Eve with the moisture that's expected to move in? We will be watching in California that atmospheric river that could very well have quite an impact on Los Angeles, maybe as far south as San Diego, but it does look as if maybe the southern extent will be LA. Certainly north into Northern California will be dealing with rain. Seattle on Christmas Eve might be a little drier. 39 degrees is that forecast low. We could maybe see some dry time. Chicago going to be cloudy with temperatures in the 30s. There's that cold air in New York on Christmas Eve. 31 degrees going to be the temperature. And it is the Northeast that we have to watch. I mean, more so for today, as this system is going to be departing. And as we'll talk about, we'll have more from the storm that's moving through right now in the Northeast coming up at the top of the hour. But that could linger into the first part of Christmas Eve, mainly into New England. And then in the West, I mean, specifically when we're talking about California into Oregon and even Washington, that narrow hose, that pretty significant fetch of moisture that's going to move into the LA basin, we could see some significant rain. It could be dangerous. It could lead to some damaging floods. Already we have evacuation warnings in effect for some of those communities that have endured quite a season beginning back in January of this year with the LA County wildfires, those areas under the risk of dealing with those debris flows. On Christmas, some of this moisture is going to be working into the Rockies. I don't think we're going to see big impacts through the Rockies on Christmas, but certainly in the Sierra, we're going to see a lot of snow. In fact, we could be measuring the snow as we've been measuring it in inches. Well, several feet will be possible. How about that Christmas Day forecast? The naughty or nice list looks like, for the most part, people are going to be sitting pretty nice. They might not love the forecast. I know a lot of times you hope for maybe more snow and cold as opposed to warmth and rain. But look at Oklahoma City, 75 degrees. It's a shorts and T-shirt type of day. Atlanta, 75 degrees. Chicago even, while 41 might be cooler and there will be likely some clouds in the area, we probably will be able to dodge or escape any sort of rain. 35, though, in Minneapolis. That still is remarkably warmer than where we could be or should be this time of year. So the all-important question, where's the white Christmas going to happen? I say the best bet going to be through the Green and White Mountains in New England, maybe the northern tier of the United States. I'm talking closer to the Canadian border. But even in Montana, where we've recently had a really significant bout of cold air and snow, you'll have to work up into elevation to see it. I think the Sierra is your best bet, though, where we could see the most snow on Christmas.